जाओ, ये कमिटमेंट परसेंटेज ये किससे रिपीट किया जाए, इसका लाइन
So this is BPSC AEDO. I have randomly picked practice set 6. As you can see, I attempted 30 questions. I did not read the passage because I like reading questions first, and I found questions to be pretty obvious, so I just ticked them. I have attempted 30 questions. In the exam there are 300 questions, so I have attempted 10% of the questions. Let's see how many I get correct. One B. 2C. 2C. 3A. 3A. 4C. 4C. 5D. 5D. 6A. 6A. 7A. 7A. 8B. 8B. 9C. 9C. 10A. 10A. 11B. 11B. 12C. 12C. 13A. 13A. 14B. 14B. 15A. 15A. 16B. 16B. 17B. 17B. Although I had a confusion between A and B, so I will consider this incorrect. The question is a person who knows everything. So it's not going to be omnivore, it's not going to be omnipresent. I was just confused between omnipotent and omniscient, and the answer is omniscient. So I will consider this as wrong. 18B. 18B. 19B. 19B. 20C. 20C. 21A. 21A. 22C. 22C. 23B. 23B. 24B. 24C. So another mistake I made here. It's going to be C. I should have taken my time. 25A. 25A. 26B. 26B. 27C. 27C. 28A. 28A. 29C. 29C. 30C. 30C. So second mistake was find the error in the sentence. She has completed her works yesterday, or no error. So I picked her works because she has completed her work yesterday, but for some reason they are saying it's C. 24C. Yesterday in its past was not present. Correct. She completed yesterday. She completed her work yesterday. Yeah. So they put a has just because of has. It's incorrect. So out of 20, out of 30 questions, I made 2 mistakes. So I've attempted 10% of the questions and made less than 10% of mistakes, basically wrong answers. So the qualification required is above 30% in languages. So I think I'm above 90%. So in languages, I'm fine. That's pretty much it. I worked 7 years. Like done jobs for 7 years of my life. I have worked. I started working with a company called the Ritz Carlton. It's in Bangalore. At that point in time, it was the only property in India, only Ritz Carlton property in India. I think they have opened another one in Pune now. I'm not sure, but at that point in time, it was the only Ritz Carlton property in India. I was working in the club lounge and basically taking care of everything from check-ins to buffet to everything, service. And then there the salary was 17,000 per month. This is in the year 2015 and it's 10 years now. So but there were, in Bangalore it's an expensive city, so there were expenses. So my dad used to work in a tea garden, so I received another job opportunity as the training assistant manager in a tea company there. So I started working there. I used to take care of the green tea leaves, basically plucking, and when the laborers, I used to weigh the GTL, green tea leaf, and basically deliver it to the factory and provide wages and if they were, let's say the wage was for 25 kgs, the wage was they used to get their daily wages for 25 kgs. If they let's say a plucker plugged 30 kgs, so 5 kg extra, I insisted that to give them the extra. And not only that, because dad, of course dad agreed to some extent, but the owners were not happy with it, and the place was in a very remote location. There was no mobile network or internet. So after 3 years I decided to go to Delhi. The first company that I joined was British Airways. I used to work as a customer service executive. Basically, I used to take care of any extra luggage they have, any queries they have. I've been to the airport several times to get special guests. And later on, I got a better job opportunity, basically a really good hike with a company called No Cross. It was a hotel management software company. So they hired me. My colleague was like the immediate guy I used to report to was Thomas. He was British. He used to stay in Gurgaon. I used to stay in Gurgaon. And I worked there for around 2 years. And during COVID, all the flights were gone, like no movement at all, no flights. So I stayed there during the first wave. but after the second wave, it was not uh, viable for me to stay there. So I decided to go back to Arunachal, and uh, dad was working in a tea company there. So I again joined there. I basically took care of all the administrative work, and we were running a factory at that point in time, and the factory was closed. We repaired everything, and we started it during COVID. It was like even the mechanics who used to come from Assam, they were uh, in quarantine for 15 days. After that, they used to come. There was huge short of labor, and because of COVID, there were many restrictions, and we provided to the workers to the point where we purchased the uh, diesel from our own pocket money, from our own pockets, and so that we can provide water, drinking water to the laborers. But later on, we could see that it's not going to work out, provided the scenario and the situation there, as um, uh, there were some outer, basically it's a movement, I would like to call it, because I have been there, I have been a part of it from my childhood, so I am not going to give it some random word. So it's a movement, and it's going on from before independence. Basically, the people in the Naga people, they want their own country, so they have their own force. And earlier it used to be only one. Later on, it became two. Now the NSCN IM and NSCN K, that is Isak Muya and Kaplang. But nowadays there are even more groups, maybe 2 or 3 more groups. So it was not viable for sustainable for us to stay there. So we decided to come back to our home state, which is Bihar, and the district is called Champaran. So we started with a completely new brand identity called Champaran Chai, and um, we basically procured from Assam and Bengal, and we are trying to provide um, good quality tea in Champaran itself. And this is the first uh, business that we are doing. So in our family, in our bloodline, no one has registered a, let's say, private limited company, or they know how the things work. Even for me, there are many things which were new. Basic statements like profit and loss statement, balance sheet, and cash book and all. It was something like, as a administrator it's different, and as a shareholder it's different. So there's a lot of things to learn, and it was a huge task to start something in a place where there's literally you can't see any kind of development here, where in terms of infrastructure, in terms of let's healthcare, or let's say the quality of life for the people, like it was 100 years back, it's kind of the same. Although the roads and electricity and stuff are developing, but still it's 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 a long way to go. We're way off the line. So that's pretty much it. I think I'm speaking too much, so let's wrap it up.